One of the question I do have, with the revenue, $42.6 million, obviously, Craig, that's the floor that they'd like to have. But do they get that, going forward with that Texas and Oklahoma? Probably not. Can you maintain at $40 million in the next TV deal? I'm curious to see if that goes down or if that goes way down or if they can maintain in the $40 millions. I don't know. We're not privy to those conversations. We'll never know. But I would think that $40 million has got to be at least the lowest number that they'll accept, or one of the lower numbers they'll accept going forward, because you want to stay somewhat competitive, don't you?
I think everybody wants the most money they can have, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know what they would have as an option, Paul, if they said, we're going lower than that. You just said that's the lowest they'll accept. Then what's their alternative?
Or that they would like to accept.
Well, that they would like to accept, yeah. I was going to say that they don't have a choice on what they might have to accept. But, yeah, we have no idea right now what the revenue is going to look like in terms of those new schools and what they add. No idea. We can speculate on it all we want to, but they're not even the deal that's next up. We see the Big Ten, we see the SEC, we talk about the $1 billion+ or whatever. They're certainly not going to even scratch that surface. To think otherwise would be totally unrealistic and living on another planet. So I don't think there's many people out there, if any people out there, that think they'll get anywhere in that vicinity. But how low does it go or how high does it go? Again, no idea. They still have 3 years left before that's negotiated, I believe, or at least 2 before that comes up. So in the meantime, these networks are looking at the Pac-12. They're looking at, the others that come up before and other potential deals. So, we didn't have Netflix basically, dropping off the face of the earth 6 months ago. But you see, their revenue now, and you see the way that the things are kind of shifting over there. It's not quite the juggernaut that it appeared to be a couple years ago. So for everybody predicting like Netflix will carry college football or whatever hopes there were, I don't know what's going to happen 6 months from now. So I have no idea when the Big 12 is negotiating in 3 years or 2 years what they're going to be potentially facing and what they're going to be comparing it to. But 40 plus is healthy enough to run these athletic departments, and if they need much more than that, well, then somebody better go out and win a football national championship or something. I don't know what else you can really do other than go out and just win games to really raise your profile all that much, and it's hard when you don't have necessarily schools that don't even have to win games to raise their profile. That's what the SEC's filled with, even though they do have those same teams that do win lots of games. But Texas and Oklahoma steadily won. Texas, not so much. Has it really dinged their brand at all? Has it cost them any revenue? Even though they've been, they're having a great athletic year right now outside of, the main sports, even though in basketball, both basketballs, they did well as well. So kudos to the Longhorns on their athletic year, but them being average in football hasn't affected their dollar amount. So, they don't have any brands that can just carry that. They just simply on name alone, they just carry a TV broadcast. So it'll be interesting to see, how they're viewed, with Baylor and Oklahoma State and BYU and Cincinnati. There's some names there, but what kind of dollar figure does it bring? I have no idea. But, yeah, you'd have to hope that you at least maintain what you're making right now. Just simply inflation, you would hope you're making more money. But, yeah, no clue on what that actually looks like, and I don't think they really have a clue what that looks like because it's not right in front of them at the moment.
No, not at all. In the